Okay, so this is how to put the bearings back in and put the wheel back on. Now if you see how this is colored, this one's red, this one's blue.
Well, these are Element Pro bearings.
And then the back has the little bearings in it.
Now, I mean, sometimes they're not gonna. All bearings don't have the balls in them, but
sometimes they do.
Here, we'll get one of my old junky ones.
Of this rusty one, this one doesn't. They're both flat. This is the side, the flat side that you want to put on there.
So the flat side will be inside of the wheel.
Now,
you won't see that part.
You put the color part. You put the color part facing down so that that part is showing. Put it on the truck, just like that. And you're gonna take the wheel. You're gonna put it, and on your palms, you're just gonna push down. See, now mine are lubricated, so it's really easy to put them on.
You might have to finickle around with them for a little bit. Also,
there's a washer that you put on in a little bit. I'll show you what that's for. Do the same thing with this. Take the bearing part, put it on there.
Put it right on there.
Put this, push, and you're good. Now this part, the washer, you put right there. And if this is the part, you put that on there, and the washer goes on the outside, like that. So it separates the nut and the bearing. Now what you're going to do is you're going to tighten that down with your fingers. Then you're going to take this, if you don't have that skater tool or whatever that it is. I don't know. I don't like to use that. Oh, wrong way again. Always forget that. Now, what I suggest you do is you really tighten it down.
Just so it doesn't even
really
move.
tight. And I'll show you that one sec.
There you go. I think it's not going to move.
Oh, it doesn't move very well at all.
Now you're going to
what
loosen
that
it to your
does
liking.
is just to make sure that the bearing doesn't come out at all, and it just tightens it down. So what you're going to do is you're just going to loosen it to your type of how you like it, I guess. I like it so that, you know, it's almost all the way loose. I can move it up. It still goes. Alright, now just in case you didn't catch that, we'll do another side. Take this part, not the colored part or the flat side. Just take that, put that so the colored part is down, or the other flat side. Take the wheel, push, in. Do the same thing on the other side. Flat part down, bearing part up, wheel, push, good. Take the washer, put that on there, take the nut, screw that on there with your fingers until you can't do it anymore. Take the little wrench thing, and then just tighten it right down so that the bearing doesn't come off, so that you can't even move the wheel. And I don't know, these ones you can barely move it. It doesn't go up or down at all. So you're just gonna loosen it to your liking. Now again, I like it so that it can move and the wheel goes. Oops, wrong way again.
You don't want it to be too wobbly, because if your wheel is wobbly, your whole ride's going to be kind of...
Yeah, and if your wheels are not kind of like... If they're not somewhat the same, then it's going to be kind of like riding a bike with a flat tire. It's kind of hard to ride it. Because this one will go, this one will sort of go, that one will go, and then the other one won't. And it'll just kind of stop and go all over the place. So, that's how you make and put together a skateboard. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Move it.
Yep, that's not coming off. Alright.
So this is how we're going to take apart and put back together a skateboard the right way. We're going to show you how to put bearings inside the wheels and how to take off the bearings and how to take everything out. This is what I use because I don't have a skate tool. And I know everyone makes a video about the skate tool, but, you know, what about us? We don't have those. So you can just use this, a screwdriver, and a wrench. Alright. So, first I'm going to take off the wheels.
Alright.
Right here.
Alright, so we're just going to loosen it up around, and nothing fancy.
This is how you take off the bearing. You take it, you take this, turn it, until it pops, and then see that? Sorry about that. And then you just take this, and there you go.
Alright, so let's do it in slow motion pretty much with the other side. So let's see, he's putting the wheel on, and he's gonna twist it and pull up at the same time and see how that bearing pops out. All right,
Now,
let's put
for
those.
some of you, it might be so rusted that you might not have to do that, or not may be able to do it. So what you're going to do is, you're going to take it, and you're going to pop one side out by taking this, and pretend there's a bearing right there. So there's a little space between there. You're going to go just like this, and you're just going to push down really hard, and it should pop. If it doesn't, then you got to really kind of work at it, and then the other side, you can take a screwdriver or something and just push it.
This would be what a rusted bearing looks like.
That is a very bad bearing. Don't replace them if they get to that at all. Okay, so set that there with this. Now, take off the other side just in case you missed anything. Just unscrew this.
Gonna unscrew that.
Now, for this one, which these bolts are a 1/2 or 7/16 wrench. Now just take this, pull.
There we go. It just comes
that.
right off. See?
And it just comes out. Just like that.
All right. Next clip will be taking off the trucks.
Okay, for this next segment, we're going to show you how to take off the trucks. Now, if you don't have that skate tool, again, like I don't, just take one of these things, it's called a clamp, and it has a lock on it. You can just tighten this or loosen it. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it on there, and you're just going to tighten it.
Make sure you just have a firm, because if when you're twisting it, tighten
See?
it.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Not going.
Okay, now that's on there. And if you see my screws, yeah, I've used the skateboard. All the grip tape's gone. But what you're gonna do is just kind of push real hard.
You still holding it, because or else it's gonna turn on the other side.
You have to hold both sides, and then
Let's get a nice look on this.
start going like that. And it starts coming off. And once you get that off, I would really suggest not just kind of separating them at all.
Let's see what. Let's put them together. Show them how you do that.
Okay, now
You still have the.
you're gonna just push this, unlocks, and take this and just kind of screw it on there, just so you don't lose that, as you'll need to put it back together, hopefully.
All right, and you're just gonna repeat that exact process
For four of them.
For 4 of those. Well, 3 of them that are left.
Okay, so this is how to put your bearing or your trucks back on. Now you want to make sure that this part, the knob, is always facing inward. Otherwise, if it's like this and you lean to this side, to the left, it's gonna go right. So it does everything opposite. So you're gonna take that and you're gonna put that in. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the screws that you just put the nuts on. You're gonna unscrew the nut and set it right there. And then do the same with another one. And it's actually easier to put all 4 of them through.
So I would just take that
just
off.
put them all in, just like that.
All you're doing is putting the screws through the board. Nothing more than that. No screwing. Just put them all in.
And just do the same thing with the other 2. Put that right there. Take this, put it right in through. There. Sometimes they don't go. You just gotta tell it who's boss and push it through. Okay. Now, you flip it over and take the truck. Just put it on top, just like this. Try to line up all the screws and stuff. Sometimes they don't go with you. Okay. Then you're gonna take this and you're just gonna screw it on here with your fingers for a little bit. And I know these screws are a little bit used, but if you try to look inside one of these nuts, you'll see there's a little like plastic piece that goes around the inside. That's a seal. It's to keep it so that it locks onto the screw and your truck doesn't just kind of come off. So you're going to do that with all 4 of them. And just put them on there. I'm only going to do one just to show you. Same. You just tighten it right down to the nut. You hold that tight. You take the other one. And you screw this in. Just like that. And I'm going around. Yep, I was going around.
There you go.
And you turn it righty tighty, lefty loosey. I forget that sometimes. And now if you tighten one down too much, the other ones are gonna get really tight.
And you're not gonna want to have
Yeah,
it's just
You don't want that.
make it to your liking. Some people like it tight, some people make it loose. It really doesn't make that big of a difference, but it still makes a difference.
You don't want it loose though, because if it's too loose, the nut will come off, even though the seal isn't on, or the steel is on there.